Don't hold back. I'm certainly not going to.
I almost feel sorry for you.
Right then, let's have some fun, shall we?
I'm up, huh?
Prepare to meet your maker!
Let me at him! It's my time to shine! I'll take that. You're done! No letting up now, alright? Righto! Let's get after it! My time to shine, eh?
What's the plan? This will shut you up.
The tide of battle is with us. We stand firm for now. I shall prevail.
Ah! This is the way to do it! Righto! Let's get after it!
You're just as strong as I hoped you'd be. Which means I'll need to give it all I've got. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Ready or not, here I come!
I'm up, huh? You may feel a little sting! Get ready! You may feel a little sting! This will shut you up.
I'm enjoying this, I must say. It's not often I get to really challenge myself. And now it's time for my favourite part, the big finish.
Okay, what's the plan? Let's go! Prepare for impact! I've got a little something for you!
Oh, that was so much
Pretty
fun.
tough, right, Martha?
My powers grow yet greater. Phew! That was just the workout I needed. You lot are tough.
So you've the Dragoon Asterisk, eh? No wonder you're such a handful.
The Archbishop gave it to me so I'd be able to guard Master Gwydion better. But it's yours now.
Oh, wait, you don't have to just hand it over, you know. Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I can look after this place without it just fine. And something tells me you'll have far more use for it than I will.
Well, if you insist, I will make the most of it, don't you worry.
The people of Rymdal think of Master Gwydion as a power beyond question. Right back to the age of our ancestors, he's been worshipped as a saviour. And the Archbishop is the Lord of Dragon's mouthpiece. To all intents and purposes, his words are Master Gwydion's.
Which means that those who go against those words can be sent to take the leap of faith and blamed for their own lack of belief if they die in the process. A very neat method of getting inconvenient people out of the way.
I'd like to do something about it, but I'm the Master's guardian. I can't be away for too long, especially with him in the state he's in.
What does your job entail exactly?
The Guardian is specially selected by the Archbishop to watch over the Serpent's Grotto. This place is sacred. The townspeople aren't allowed anywhere near it. But the odd traveller or monster wanders in from time to time, and someone needs to be here to deal with them.
So you're out here all on your own? Must get lonely.
It's the only way to keep prying eyes away, sadly.
You poor thing.
Anyway, since I can't come with you, can you promise you'll help the people of Rymedal for me?
Sure. We'll do everything we can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, it's getting very late indeed. I think it's time we all turned in for the night, don't you? You'll make sure everything gets sorted out in Rymedal, won't you?
You bet we will. There has to be someone in town who's as worried about what's going on as we are.
Why does everything involving humans have to be so complicated?
I know, right? So, let's not make them more complicated. This time, while we're in town, you stay in the bag.
Fine. But be gentle shoving me in there, will you?
Yeah. It'll only be for a little while.
Oh, one more thing. It's about Gladys, the girl who works for the Chief Inquisitor. Her parents were priests, but they got caught up in all the panic about the fairies a while back and, well, they died.
Oh.
She thinks it was fairies that killed them. That's why she volunteered to become the Chief Inquisitor's assistant. It's also why she's so hungry for revenge.
I had no idea.
But if she knew the truth about what's been going on, maybe she'd see sense. So please, you have to do this for her sake too.
We can't promise anything, but we'll do what we can.
Oh, thank you, all of you. I'm sure you'll sort everything out. Let's have a drink of something nice and fiery to toast your success when we see each other next. I've got just the thing set aside.
Now you're talking my language. I'll hold you to that.
I should have known better than to introduce you two.
All right, let's head back to town.
Take care out there.
We have the upper hand!
Time to play my trump cards! Alrighty! Reduce my enemies to ashes! Primordial forces consume you! Maelstrom of magic assail you!
Oh, did you underestimate us? Here I go! Oh, more! More! Let's see how you deal with this! Ha! You may feel a little sting! Too easy!
Here, have you heard? Yeah, who'd have thought he'd turn out to be one of those winged nuisances?
Sounds like we need to hurry.
I thought I told you to stay in the bag.
Stop! No! How many times? I'm innocent!
We shall let the Lord of Dragons be the judge of that.
Bishop Helio! Wait! Have you forgotten all the donations our brother here has made to good causes? Why would he, of all people, be working for fairykind?
You dare call the judgment of your chief inquisitor into question? Not that I am surprised. If my informants are correct, this is not the first time you have done so. Is that not so, brother?
Me?
Might I remind you that to refuse to share knowledge of a sin is to be complicit in that sin?
Yes, I heard her. She was talking about how the judgments are madness, and how you're awful and mistaken and wrong.
Have others witnessed suspicious behavior, perhaps? Strange goings-on by moonlight? The surreptitious spreading of wings well hidden? Come, do not be afraid to speak. Your silence on the matter is what the fairies desire.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see something.
Yeah, me too.
What?
And you, brother? Have you anything to offer? A few words could go a long way to lifting suspicion from yourself. Have courage, friend. Speak the truth.
Yes, I saw her. She was flapping her wings and...
That's a lie! Why are you all doing this?
I think we had better have a little talk, don't you? Gladys, take the suspect into custody.
Where do you think you're going? You're coming with me, traitor. No! Let me go!
Stop! This is crazy!
What this is none of your business, outsider. The people of Rymdal don't lie. They know what they saw.
Perhaps we should ask them their opinion. Well, brothers and sisters, have you any objections? Feel free to speak your minds. I think that settles the matter.
But...
Take her away.
They've got this all wrong. We need to help her.
A nice enough sentiment, laddie, but I wouldn't be so quick to go rushing in.
Something on your mind?
Helio wasn't looking at the man they had accused at all. His attention was on Margaret from the start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
So you think it was her he was after all along?
Interesting. Maybe if we ask around town, someone can tell us something.
How could they suspect Margaret of all people?
You know Margaret, huh? What can you tell us about her?
Well, she's Father Regian's girl. That's why I'm starting to think all this is somehow politically motivated.
Her father's a priest?
I know, and a proper high-up one too. One of the favourites to get the very top job one day, so they say.
A priest, eh? He'll probably know a thing or two about this whole judgment business as well, then.
I'm not so sure it's a good time, but... yeah, we should probably go and see what he has to say. Is this Father Ridian's house?
I am he. And who might you be?
That is we're... Look, this is going to be hard to believe, but the Lord of Dragons has asked us to help stop anybody else being made to jump to their death.
What madness is this, boy? The Lord of Dragons speaks to the Archbishop and no other. What you say is not hard to believe. It is impossible. Plain and simple. But given Margaret's predicament, perhaps it is time I gave the impossible a chance. Please tell me more. No. It is simply too much to believe. I'm sorry. Still, I doubt there can be any harm in my gathering some resources relating to the judgments for you. I shall need a little time.
Wow. Thank you.
Go to the inn. I will meet you there.
You lot still here?
Great, it's Gladys.
Leave. Now. That is, unless you want me to cut you down for being shameless fairy sympathizers.
Do you really believe Margaret's a fairy?
With all the evidence against her, how could I not? She's a fairy. Which makes her one of the ones who killed my parents. When they come sneaking into our village, they have to be rooted out and captured and, if necessary, killed. Same goes for you lot. As soon as I have enough evidence, you're dead.
That'll do, Gladys.
Sister Martha.
Still sisters in arms, are we? Good, then maybe you'll listen to me.
What are you doing here, Martha?
Oh, don't worry, I won't be in town for long. The Archbishop sent me an urgent summons, but I'll be getting back to the grotto as soon as I'm finished here. These are friends of mine, by the way, Gladys, and you won't be killing any of them.
Yes, Sister Martha. You are lucky. This time. But I'll be watching you. And the second you give me an excuse, you're mine.
Poor girl didn't used to be like that. Her parents were friends with my dad. He was the guardian before me. We were like family.
I hate to ask, Martha, but does your being called here out of the blue not seem a little suspicious?
The thought had crossed my mind, but I can't very well ignore a direct order. And not even the Archbishop would dare call the Guardian away from the grotto for too long. I don't think we've got too much to worry about. Right, see you all in a bit.
Must hurry. The judgments will be starting any minute.
Another one? Hey, who are they putting on trial?
What? Oh, it's Margaret. Haven't you heard? Anyway, bell's ringing. They'll be about to start. Damn it! Got to run. I don't want to miss the beginning.
Come on, hurry!
You're travellers, aren't you? You didn't happen to see a merchant looking a bit lost. We're business partners, you see, but I can't find...
Sorry, but I don't think we...
Great. Our big... And he was so I can't help
The Wayward Woods?
Wait! But what if he turned... Listen.
Sure.
I don't care what you do to me, I'll keep saying it. The judgments are wrong. They have to stop. Someone's using them as an excuse to get rid of people they don't like. Do you really think that's what the Lord of Dragons wants?
Fairies seek out the weakness in human hearts and prey upon it. To oppose the rooting out of this wicked influence signifies only one thing. Margaret, daughter of Rydian, for the high crime of being an agent of fairy kind, you must face the unblinking scrutiny of the Master.
No! What are you doing?
No obvious sign of wings.
You take your hands off my daughter!
Father Rydian, you dare to interrupt the Lord's work?
You said it yourself! No wings! She's innocent, curse you!
Hardly conclusive proof. Concealing such a thing would be well within the means of such duplicitous beings. Brothers and sisters, fairies often employ small creatures such as cats and rats as familiars. Have any of you seen evidence of such a thing?
I saw her smiling at a bird once.
Yeah, and I've seen cats over by hers loads of times.
Well, of course you have! I feed the poor little things a few scraps now and then.
There is only one way to absolve yourself of these suspicions, child. Submit yourself to the mercy of the Lord. Give yourself unto the jaws of judgment. It is the only way. If the Lord of Dragons deems you to be a true believer, you shall be saved. And if you are indeed the fairy we suspect you to be, you need only spread your wings and fly.
Lord of Dragons, watch over you! Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
This can't be happening!
She's not gonna do it!
Come on, jump!
Stop! Stay away from me!
Out of my way! That's my daughter! You can't let them do this! Lord of Dragons, watch over us all! Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Go forth, child. Give yourself up unto judgment.
Margaret!
No! He's still out wandering the streets, eh? Makes sense, I suppose.
I'll go look for him. Father Idion left town, on his own. Someone said he maybe went to the cave under the jaws of judgment.
Down to where Margaret fell.
It stretches out for quite a way under the city, apparently. And it's no place for a priest on his own.
We must go after him.